how should restaurants handle both indoor and outdoor seating coming up? Who wants to start that conversation up?
I'll go first. I think this is an opportunity to get creative and maybe have some fun with how you're doing this. So obviously, I know it can be expensive to do your setup, especially for the outdoors, but if you are going to have some outdoor seating, then, you know, you've got to consider how you can handle it. Are you going to do, you know, the igloos are kind of a little iffy, I guess, but if you can get maybe something where you can put down wind barriers. So if you have, you know, kind of an open gazebo type thing, but you can put down wind barriers. If you have seating out there, make some nice cushions there so we don't get cold sitting down. Even something to rest your feet on, you know, or your customers to rest their feet on. Have maybe a theme for your outdoor space. So maybe it's like polar bear dining, or it's, you know, something else like that. A warm, cozy backwoods New England setting or something like that. You know, you can have some sort of a theme with pretty inexpensive table linens and things like that. I like the idea of table linens for outdoors too. It just gives it a little bit more of a warm feel. So you can kind of start all over and you know, again, you know, people all, you know, have to eat with your hat on, then everybody's going to have hat heads, so it doesn't really matter. You know, maybe you have a funny hat night or something. I don't know. Just try to have fun with it, but always have a backup plan because we're going to hit those nights. It was in the teens at my house last night. You know, we're going to have those sub-zero temperatures, so you're going to have to be flexible and reactive to what your actual weather is. So I think, again, encouraging people to make reservations if they want to do the outdoor seating so that you can kind of adjust for what the weather's looking like. Take good care of your staff. Maybe if you're having outdoor options, include some comfort foods or something that's appropriate for having outdoors, whether it's a, you know, signature hot drink or whatever. I think it's an opportunity to have a lot of fun with it, though.
Absolutely. And I loved what you just said, Sarah, about it's almost like, you know, remaining flexible is necessary and paying attention to the forecast, right? So you can kind of plan your week as far as whether or not you're going to be promoting outdoor seating. And I think customers have gotten really used to thinking about that and also having to remain flexible, like, oh, well, maybe it's going to be 50 degrees out, you know, maybe we can sit outside tonight. You know, and trying to work with that a little bit. So that's really great advice. What else as far as indoor, outdoor seating?
I think, you know, now is the time to get together with your local community and prepare a calendar of events for the winter months. Working together to try to pull people into your town, create fun, memorable, special events that may bring people back for years to come. I look at like the Harbor Hotel hosts the Fire and Ice event every year. Tickets sell out. It's awesome. They offer fireworks and they have music and there's ice sculptures. There's complimentary wine tasting and hors d'oeuvres that they offer, and a portion of the proceeds go to local charity. You might not be able to do something on such a large, grand scale, but maybe scale back, do something on a small scale. Make it a memorable experience for people. Do things like, you know, make the outdoors as inviting as the indoors. String, you know, those pretty white lights throughout your outdoors. Light the tiki torches, fire up the fire pits, offer, you know, blankets for your customers, or do something funny like BYOB, bring your own blanket. Get creative. I mean, there's inexpensive ways to do this. You could purchase hay bales and set them up around a fire pit, and everybody's got wool blankets in the North Country. So try to collect them and create a nice, cozy, warm outdoor setting for your customers. If you can do things like creating outdoor shelters, you know, that would be cool too, like getting tents and, like Sarah said, igloos, something that can protect the wind. and just try to set the tone and the mood with music and entertainment. Offer warm, special complimentary beverages, cocktails, even soups, anything that's going to make you stand out from other businesses. And just try something new and different. Host a local poker run and offer the winner a free dinner or donate the proceeds to a local charity. Do something fun like host March Madness and get an outdoor movie projector. Find creative ways to get people out and about. People want to support you and they want to have fun things to look forward to, especially this year.
Absolutely. Such really cool ideas. And it just spurred me to think, you know, as far as reducing food costs, just have soup night, right? Out there in a good cozy winter setting. So what else? We have a couple extra minutes here. I think it's important with the indoor outdoor seating.
You know, as everybody mentioned, have fun, be creative, but think it through. Let's think about safety. Fire pits. If you're thinking about having a fire pit, you might want to check with your codes office. You might want to check with your local fire department. If you're going to have shelters and you're going to have heat inside the shelters, you might want to consider a CO alarm just to make sure everybody's safe. I don't want to be the downer, but as a volunteer firefighter, I've seen a lot of stuff. And I just want to make sure that you think it all the way through. Not only are you concerned with your customers' safety, but you're also concerned with your staff's safety. So make sure the areas are clear, salted, and basically safe. Think it through, because the last thing you want to do is have somebody get hurt when you're trying to have them have a good time. But again, sky's the limit. Just make sure you look at the downside.
Yeah, and you're not a downer, John. You're thinking about things that are so very important, because we wouldn't want something bad to happen, right? So that's good. Anything else on indoor outdoor seating? You know, we didn't talk too much about indoor, but with this picture, I think is a great example of some, you know, a restaurant that's really thought through things and have used some of the plexiglass for protection even between their customers, right? So yes.
And if you're going to have a fire pit, if you can have one, I would suggest propane as opposed to wood.
Yeah, great suggestion for sure. Great suggestion. And they are available at different price points, right? So hopefully they're still available. But if you're thinking about that, that would be something to get a move on with, right? So.